Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. It's Friday. Everybody should be happy, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we don't stop working. I'm working, so I'm gonna keep bending
I'm
over.
always
I'm doing
working, man.
inventory on these shirts.
Did you get the Yeezys? They came out today. Did you get them?
I did not. You know what? Funny enough, I didn't even think about them coming out, man. So I didn't wake up and try to get online and do anything. I was chilling, bro. Didn't
Man,
deal with it.
I tried to get them online. Couldn't get them. So I just gave up, man. It's just worthless.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not wasting my time with that stuff. If I can't get them at a local store, then I don't need to mess with it.
All right. All right.
You know what I'm
Anyway,
saying? So
let's get to it, man. I got a question for you.
yeah, what's up?
So, I'm on eBay and I'm looking at shoes and all that, and I see like certain sellers, they already have certain shoes that ain't supposed to come out to like next 2 weeks or a month from today, right? They already got them early on eBay, and those
Right.
guys are legit. They're selling legit kicks. Like what we mean by legit is authentic. All right, that's what
Yeah.
we mean by that when we say legit. So, do you know how these guys get these shoes, man? How do they get them so early?
Man, you went there with this question. Um, Dude, that's like opening a can of worms, man. Once we open it, we can't go back.
So
So
you
I
think
mean,
there might be bad consequences, man? What's gonna happen, man?
hey, yeah, man. That's all right. You want the answer to that question? Here we go, man. One, dudes are going to call us haters for this video. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
it's all
saying?
good, man. I'm good with it. They've been doing it anyway. So
Yeah, yeah. But it's touchy. All right, perfect story. Because it's early, we want to keep the people interested in what we're talking about. I'm going to tell you this story, right?
all right.
The manager at a local store, right? This is when the Ferrari 14s came out. So the Ferrari 14s came out. And one of the employees, I asked one of the employees, not the manager, I asked one of the employees, yo, you guys getting the Ferrari 14s? Dude is like, no, we didn't even get a shipment of those in. We didn't get those at all. And I'm like, wow, I thought you guys got them, right? So this dude, I'm putting in serial numbers right now, my bad. This
No
dude
problem.
says, man, we didn't get the shoes. So I asked somebody else there because I'm like, well, this dude is hating. He doesn't want anybody else to get a pair of these shoes. So he's hating. He's not going to tell the truth. Let me ask this other employee. So I asked the other employee, right? Hey, are you guys getting the Ferrari 14s? And the employee is like, no, we're not getting them. So it's two people that say, no, we're not getting the shoes. And I'm like, oh, well, all right, it's all good. Not bugging. All right, come the day of the release, I'm going over to another store in the mall, and I'm walking past this other store. Now, I'm not giving the names of the stores because I don't want to give the name of the stores, right? And I see everybody's kind of standing around in the store, and the district manager is in the store, right? So the district manager is the dude that's, over all of the stores in the area. He's in the store, and I'm looking like, whoa, what's going on? Come to find out, right? The district manager is coming in on a Saturday morning, the release date for the 14s, for the Ferrari 14s. He's coming in. He sees the manager out in the car, in the car, right? In their car, and they're out there with this other dude who's a bulk buyer, right?
Wow.
They got the whole box, 2 boxes of the Ferrari 14s in the car, transferring the shoes into the other car for the bulk buyer, right? The DM catches the person selling these shoes to this person, right? All right, I got the story a little bit wrong. The DM comes into the store. I'm walking by. The DM comes into the store, walks in, talks to the employees. He's like, hey, how are the Ferrari 14 selling? The employees are like, we didn't get those. And he looks at the employees and he's like, yo, what do you mean you didn't get those? You guys got 2 boxes. You should have what? I think it was 24 pair, you know, and they're like, no, we didn't get them. They're not in store. They never, he was like, they scanned in though, you know, so they should be in. I pulled them up in the system. I'm trying to see why they aren't selling. And they're like, you know, and he said, hey, where's the manager? And they're like, out in the car, you know. So he goes out to the parking lot, and that's when he catches the manager selling the shoes, gonna get the money, come back in, take their money, put it in the pocket, and then the manager's got all the stuff written down, and they're gonna scan them out. Manager gets fired. So we talking about this stuff now, and this is stuff that, man, you could call us, call me a hater if you want to, but I'm sitting up here like, wow. So you selling the first obligation of a store is to the sneaker lover. The store needs to get the shoes to the people first, whoever they are. But you know, and I know, that's not what happens. So that's one story. So we're saying, how do these dudes get these shoes early? Now that's a story about a shoe about release date. I got another story, but I'm gonna let you get a story in, because I'm pretty sure you got a story too.
Oh yeah. Well, I knew this dude that used to sell shoes on the internet, right? On eBay. And dude used to sell them shoes early, right? So I'm sitting there like, man, how do you get these shoes too early? I found out he was doing the same thing. He knew a guy that was a manager at a store. So he would go in there and just buy the shoe, right? And the dude would get another shoe in that was the same price as the shoe that he was selling, hold the cash, and the dude will sell those on eBay, and on release date, all he does is just has to put the money back in there. So that guy was selling shoes early, 2-3 weeks early, and he had like authentic shoes. Now that's one thing. The other thing is sometimes a shoe will come out like in Japan or China or France or Germany ahead of time. So you can always go buy them over there and resell it on eBay. So sometimes that's what they do. But half of the time though, they go to stores and they have they know the managers and they get the shoes early, put them through the back door and sell them. That's what they do.
Yeah.
You know, first, I mean, that's what they do, man.
You know, man, and like I said, it may sound like I'm not hating. All right, I'm not hating, man. I don't want anybody to think that I'm dry snitching or whatever on people. I'm not going to say anybody's names. All I'm going to do is give the story. Now, the same story that you just had, I got the exact same story. And I'm sure, like I said, everybody's got the same story to kind of tell. Dude's been a manager at one of these stores for a long time, right? Now, basically got a career out this job. And dude gets fired. And I'm like, man, why did homeboy get fired? And they said, man, this cat was taking the barcode information down on the sneakers. And when the sneakers came out, he would take the money and, you know, basically ring the stuff up. Well, the DM and the auditor and all of these people who come in and check the store to see what's happening, check the cameras, and realize this dude was ringing shoes up without anybody standing in front of him. And there was no transaction. It was just him going in, putting the information into the system and ringing the shoes up. Now, all right, what's the point of us telling this story, or what's the point of us talking about it? Is that, yeah, dudes are getting these shoes early. And the problem is the buyers are buying these shoes early because they just gotta have these shoes. But what the buyer doesn't realize is if you're buying them early and you're buying them at these inflated prices, it messes up everything for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, you're getting the deal and you're getting the shoes early, but man, you know, overall, you're paying these crazy amounts of money for this stuff. And, you know, then if the shoe flops, the buyer actually tries to come back and maybe send the shoe back or something. And see, if you never bought it like that, there wouldn't be a problem with the return or anything else. Like, I had this girl bought a pair, like I had some 11s. Now I sold them for over retail. Well, they restocked the 11s. Now this person writes like, yo, can I get a refund? And I'm like, no, you know, you can't get a refund. I mean, I didn't even want to buy the shoes. You guys wrote and said you wanted the shoes, and we still had them in stock here in Memphis. So I went and picked up the shoes and then put them up, and I sold them to you. But I bought that shoe for 160, a GS shoe or a BG shoe, and 174. Amazon takes 15%. That means the shoe is up to $200. Just for my time, I need to at least make $15, $20. So I put it up for $220. I make 20 bucks on it or a little bit of change. The customer's happy. But see, you can't satisfy people ever because they just gotta have the hottest shoe.
You gotta have
you
it.
know.
Now talking about Memphis, man. You live in Memphis, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I'm sure there's like, you know, Nike headquarters is over there. Am I wrong? No. They have a lot of stores in there, right? They have a lot of stores in Memphis.
No, it's Nike headquarters. You're right. Nike has more employees in Memphis than anywhere else. People don't realize that, though.
So do you think dudes be getting shoes from those guys in Memphis? There's some shady going on over there, man?
Not gonna get me killed, man.
You don't know. We just talking. Just speculation,
All
man.
right, we just talking. Not gonna say anything. I've gone to dudes, you know, and I've seen dudes in the street selling shoes early.
How much?
Man,
for example,
$100.
shoes like $200. How much they're selling for?
$100. $100. I've seen dudes when I'm going to ship. Like I got a stack of boxes over here to go ship at the post office or the FedEx. I've seen dudes in FedEx with a stack of shoes. And I'm like, yo, those ain't even out yet, man. They like, yeah, I'm selling them to this dude so-and-so place. Whole box of shoes, man. Unreleased. And I'm looking like, wow, the train in Memphis runs right through the Nike facility. The fences, you know, them dudes, man. I mean, and you got employees. It's a lot of stuff, man. I mean, hey, if somebody asked me, somebody said, hey, Chris, why is like we talked about the resale stuff early, a couple of episodes ago. If they asked me, they was like, Chris, why is the market messed up across the rest of the country? I'll tell those people every time, because of Memphis. And they're like, well, how? Why? I'm like, man, because dudes are getting this stuff early. You got all of these employees here. Some of them are crooked. Some of these UPS guys that are delivering shoes. I know a girl that was a manager at a local store, right? What shoe was it? The Steel 10s. Steel 10s arrived from UPS. The box was empty. No, she gets the box. She's like, hey, what is this? The box is empty. And the dude, UPS dude, is like, you know, the box was just in here. And I'm like, dang, you know, where's the disconnect? Somebody has stolen all the shoes out of the UPS box.
You know, it makes sense because I see, like, you know, like the Denim 4s, right? I got mine like a week early. Again, right. I bought it from a dude, right? They're legit. I go on eBay trying to resell them things for like retail, right? I seen a guy that's selling them for like $109. I'm sitting there like, man, how can you compete with that? Low, man?
Hey, we could go to eBay. I wish there was a way, because we tried to share screen last time. We could do this just so people can see it. I'm going to share a screen with you, right?
All right.
Let's see if it works this time, because last time it didn't work. Can you see the screen? It's working. All right. So I'm going to bounce out of here. We're in Google Hangouts. We're going to go to eBay. Hey, give me the title of a shoe that's not out yet. Dunk from above, right?
Yeah.
Nike, you know what? I'm tripping. Air Jordan 5 Retro Low Dunk from above. All right. I must have put this in wrong. But let's see if it'll still come up like this. Man, that's weird.
Why don't you type in Air Jordan 2 Wing It? We'll see.
Okay. Oh, something's bugging here, man. I'm not even in the right place or something, man.
Try now, yeah.
Yeah, I was in the wrong place, man. I know people are like, yo, this dude is retarded. Air Jordan 5 Low Dunk from above. That took too long. We should never take that long doing something, man. All right, peep this. The shoe's not out yet. Now you come over here, you click sold listings, and you got sold listings, bro. 190, 99.99, 99.99. Now I mean 169.99. Now automatically, if you're a person that's a reseller type dude, you should be saying to yourself, do not go and get these shoes and try to resell them. But that's not even the point. Somebody's selling these joints a week and a half early, because these were sold on February the 17th. The kids' shoes, February the 17th. Did Nike do an early release that I didn't know about? No. You know, so what's the deal? You know what I'm saying?
The funny thing is, on a lot of these listings, they're saying shoes is on hand now. Shoes is on hand, so they have them. You know what I mean? Like they got them things, man.
That's man, you can't fight the early release stuff. But all right, another story, because the whole point, we got to keep going back to what the real point of the show is today. You asked the question, how dudes getting this stuff early? All right, you got smaller stores, right? Yeah. And these smaller stores have inventory, but some of these smaller stores may have a problem with maybe property taxes, right? Or maybe they got to make payroll, right? And remember on the other show, we said what's happening to the mom and pop stores. Well, check this out. We already know that some of the dudes at these mainstream stores, like a Foot Locker or a Finish Line, that some of these dudes are selling the joints early and writing down the barcodes and then punching them in on the day that the shoe releases. We know people are doing that. But you got these smaller stores, and they're like, yo, I need to get X amount of dollars, you know, by this week. Well, I got all these shoes in the warehouse. They gave me 150 pair of shoes. You know what? I'm going to sell 75 pair of shoes early. So the shoe gets sold early, and then you see dudes selling them online. So that's happening. You got the dudes that are possibly jacking the UPS truck, or like I said, the Memphis thing, where you got dudes that are taking them joints and throwing them over the fence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they got their boys on the other side with a car. They can take one box out of each stack, throw them joints over the fence. Nike ain't gonna know. You know, I mean, so there's a lot that's kind of, there's a lot that it's bugged out, man. I mean, and I mean, I can't even say, man, you know, I got other stories, but the stuff is coming early and the dudes are putting it out there early. A lot of it isn't fake. Now, you know something about things that I don't know, because you've been doing a lot of research. Like you got the videos that talk about it. And I don't know that stuff. That's your side. You need to tell about that. If people are going to watch this and listen to it, they need to know about that side too.
Right. For the fake ones, I guess, you know, we could talk about that some other time, but man, I'll tell you, man, I know a lot. That's a lot of stories. You know, if you want to know about a lot of fake shoes, you can talk to me. I mean, I can tell you that's a lot of things, but we're not going to talk about it today, because today the main focus is on the legit. You know, we're going to talk about the fake ones next time.
All right. Yeah. All right. You know what? That's a good point. The thing is, man, when we start looking at everything that's going on, man, and we realize that people are getting the shoes early and selling them early, it messes up the overall market. Nothing's going to stop it. It's going to keep happening until people become afraid for their jobs, or until people are no longer thieves, man. And you know, just like I know, man, people are going to be thieves. If you got a chance to get something early, people are going to get it early. Mm-hmm. I don't sell anything early. I'll do pre-orders on some stuff, but the only time I'll do a pre-order is if somebody calls me and they say, yo, I know we got a bunch of these, man. Can you go ahead and list them early and see if people will buy them early at this price? And then I'll put them up and I'll do it. But man, I don't think I've done that in years. I mean, to be honest about it, I really don't get into it, man.
I get some shoes early. You saw me with you saw my video. I had the Air Jordan 2 Wing It.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine, he works for this place. You know, he had him early. He's like, "You want one?" I said, "Well, let me try it out. Let me see." You know, so I got it and I made a little video. But I try not to sell things early anymore. You know, because there's so much controversy. So I try to stay away from it. But yeah, man, like you said, you know, that's a good way to go. You know, pre-order. You know, and just stick with it because there's too many things out there, man. You want to make sure you protect yourself.
Yeah, you got to protect yourself, man. And you know, it's the early shoe thing, man. There's only a few things that could be happening. Just like we've already said, managers at stores are selling them early and then scanning them in on the day of release. Or you got store owners who know that they have enough of them that they can still put some out for their employees or for their customers, but they're selling them early because they need the money. And, you know, at the end of the day, man, you can't knock people for needing to get that paper, man, and they want to get that money. And I can't knock them for doing that because you got a bunch of bills to pay and Nike's pushing you to pay all of these bills and keep ordering. You got to move the stuff. Is it good for the market? Does it hurt the market? Does it help the market? A little bit of both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it helps the market. I guess. Well, you know what? It's good for people who are buyers and who are sneaker lovers, because if the Dunk from above 5 low is already out there and it's selling, and it's basically selling at retail, if you love sneakers, you know you're going to appreciate the fact that you're going to be able to, or next week when they release, and that shoe is going to be there. So it's good for the buyer. You know what I'm saying?
It's a buyer's market now. That's what it is. Yep.
Yeah. You know, so I mean, you can't complain about that. That's a good thing. But, you know, it's a bad thing from the standpoint of, you know, it inflates prices. And whenever you're inflating prices on something, most of the, you know, we're not young kids anymore, man. So we don't need this stuff like that. We don't have to be cool. Well, I mean, I'm wearing my logo shirt and the joints got holes in it. I don't care about all that stuff anymore, unless I'm going out and I'm trying to look spiffy or nice and be with the wife on a date. But these young kids, man, they live and die with this brand. And, you know, for them to just have to have that stuff that bad, you know, it's not good, man. That's not good. You know, it's not good, you know, and I don't like that aspect of it. You know, have I gotten stuff early in the past? Yeah, I'm not going to even sit here in front like I have not. Because that's being a hypocrite.
Yesterday, man. I got the Air Jordan 2 Winged, so I got them early. But the thing is this, I'm not going to go out of my way to get it. But if somebody gives it to me, hey, why not?
Yeah, if somebody says, hey, I got these shoes, you know, do you want them? More than likely, man, if the deal is too good to turn down, I'm not going to turn down a deal that's too good.
Like $100 on a $200 pair of shoes?
$200 pair of shoes. I mean, you know, come on, man. You know, you have to be retarded to turn that down. Yeah. You know, you just can't do it, you know. But that's do I have some more stories, man? The Ferrari 14 story, the dude that gets fired story. This cat calls me to this weird place, man, out in the middle of nowhere. And this dude has, like, you know, I mean, at least 1,000 pair of shoes up in this place. All still in the boxes. In the shipping boxes, directly from Nike down the street. Hey, man, what can you say? I go and I'm like, wow, you know, look at that. How much you want for it? And this dude, you know, man, where this dude's like, yo, you can give me $25 a pair. And I'm like, what? I'm like, these must be bootlegs or something. The cat's like, nah, man, they're not bootlegs. And I'm like, you know what? This was like years ago, though, man. I'm like, yeah, man, I take it all. You know, I take it all, man. I'm like, give me everything. You know, I make 10 trips. You know, that place is gone now. You know, that's like 4 or 5 years ago. That place is gone now. You know, the building's been demolished. It was out in this weird part of town, man, out in the sticks, you know, in the country. And That's gone now. Who knows what that was? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you don't want to ask too many questions. The thing is, I'm not trying to dig in. You know, we're just trying to speculate. We're just trying to kind of figure out, you know, how they could get these shoes early. But I'm not going to go out of my way to try to get.
You know, we both know how they get them because we don't do it anymore, or because, well, I mean, I know in particular, I really don't touch it. That doesn't mean everybody else isn't like, hey, I'm gonna get this paper. You know, I mean, I'm trying to get paid. I got to feed my family. I can't, like I said, I can't hate on them, but you know, we know how they're getting it early.
That's right.
At the end of the day, it's not fair to the people that really want us. If you know, I can imagine being 17, 18 years old and knowing that I love this sneaker that's coming out, and then I want to go stand online, and then I get to the front of the line, and they like, yo, we only got 10 pair. I'm like, come on, son.
Yeah.
You know,
but that's where you got to draw the line. You know, you kind of have to be balanced. You know, you have to balance out, you know, what you're doing. If you're a store owner, you can't just be selling them to anybody, to any reseller. You know, you kind of have to be fair.
Yeah, you know, but I can't fault the store owners either, man, because Nike's putting a lot of pressure on them. And you know what I really fault? I fault the fact that people aren't individuals anymore.
You know what?
At the end of the day, if these cats, man,
we need to save that some out of time, because then you're gonna give too much.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but dudes gotta learn how to be individuals, man. That's what we need to come back to that, man. But yeah. I think this was good, man. It's a good
talk, man.
Hey, if you hear about me, you know, hey, dude owns Arc shoes, man. He got you know, got at the post office. Say a prayer for your boy, man.
I will, man.
All right, man. I guess that's it, right?
Take your time, man.
Yes, sir.